We've already determined that the Justice League could probably take on the Avengers in the first of our Marvel vs. DC series, but how do their villains match up? Like the heroes, most villains have a near equivalent in each the Marvel and DC universes. So which is the most dangerous universe to live in? To determine this, we thought we'd see how some of the film's most famous villains would fare mano a mano. Green Goblin vs. Joker. The Joker and the Green Goblin can often be seen sporting the same maniacal grin on their faces. Both insane in their own right, the Joker definitely takes the crazy cake. But the Green Goblin's superpowers and deadly gadgets give him the edge here. Let's face it, the only reason the super powerless Joker is still alive is because Batman refuses to kill him.
Bingo.
And you can be sure the Green Goblin would not extend him the same courtesy. Loki vs. Zod. It would be a battle of gods and aliens if General Zod were to take on the Norse god of mischief himself. As a Kryptonian, Zod has most of the same powers Superman has: super strength, speed, X-ray vision, and a whole bunch of other badass abilities. As a god and member of the Frost Giants race, Loki has many of the same powers as his adopted brother Thor. Whereas Zod is more military-minded, Loki's mastering of magic and other trickery would likely outsmart Zod's maneuvers, making this another win for Marvel's miscreants. Magneto vs. Lex Luthor. On paper, there's not much similar about Lex Luthor and Magneto.
Lex Luthor, greatest criminal mind of our time.
One was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and the other was a Holocaust survivor. Yet they've both risen as two of the most formidable villains in their respective universes. While Magneto could easily remove that silver spoon from Lex's mouth and turn any armor Lex uses to protect his very human body into a liability,
Bring it on!
the smartest man in the world could surely find a way around Magneto's single power of controlling metal.
You're not seeing the big picture here, Miss Lane.
As an evil genius, Lex doesn't need guns or traditional man-made weapons that would never work on Magneto, but could probably think of a dozen other ways to take down the X-Men's fiercest foe, giving DC their first win.
I love it!
Apocalypse vs. Doomsday. Here's a truly epic matchup that would make Batman vs. Superman look like a schoolyard shoving match. If Doomsday ever got on Apocalypse's bad side, it could literally mean the end of days for everyone. Both of these villains are able to adapt to whatever you throw at them, making them practically invincible, and in the case of Apocalypse, immortal. Doomsday does get bragging rights for killing Superman, but we're gonna err on the side of caution here and just call this one a draw. Whiplash vs. Bane. Neither Bane nor Whiplash possess any supernatural abilities, but both have the brains and brawn usually limited to bodybuilders and scientists. Both are pretty logical, so perhaps they try to talk things out first. But with Bane's mask and Whiplash's broken English, they probably wouldn't get very far. Even with Whiplash's mastering of Tony Stark's Iron Man tech, he was still unable to get very close to taking down the hero. Yet Bane literally broke Batman, so we're gonna have to give this one to Bane. Mystique vs. Harley Quinn. With the count tied at 2 each and 1 draw, we're bringing out the villainous ladies for the tiebreaker. Don't be fooled by their looks. Mystique and Harley Quinn are both as ruthless as any evildoer in either universe, and don't hesitate to kill anyone in their path. Quinn does have one major Achilles heel, which is her dedication to the Joker. And with Mystique's shape-shifting abilities, it wouldn't be hard for her to pose as the Joker to get close to Quinn. Once again, superpowers trumps no powers, and we'll have to give this one to Marvel's Mystique. So while DC is considered the darker universe, it would seem that Marvel actually has deadlier villains. We're basing this mostly on the movies, so perhaps Suicide Squad will tilt things in DC's favor. But for now, it would seem Gotham and Metropolis are safer places to live than anywhere in the MCU. Perhaps the Justice League isn't stronger than the Avengers after all, they just have an easier job. Sound off in the comments below and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this one.